April April 11th, 2 Samuel 22, 23, and 24. 2 Samuel 22. Then David spoke to Yah the words of this song on the day when Yah had delivered him from the hands of his enemies and from the hand of Saul. And he said, Yah is my rock and my stronghold and my deliverer. And my Elohim is my rock, I take refuge in him. My shield and the horn of my deliverance. My high tower and my refuge. My Savior, you saved me from violence. I call on Yah, the one to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. For the waves of death surrounded me. Floods of Belial made me afraid. The cords of Sheol were all around me. The snares of death were before me. In my distress I called upon Yah, and to my Elohim I cried, and from his call he heard my voice, and my cry was in his ears. And the earth shook and trembled, the foundations of the heavens were troubled, because he was wroth. Smoke went up from his nostrils, and devouring fire from his mouth. Coals were kindled by it. And he bowed down the heavens and came down, and thick darkness was under his feet. He rode upon a cherub, and flew, and was seen upon wings of the wind. And he put darkness around him as booths, darkness of waters, thick clouds. From the brightness before him, coals of fire were kindled. Yah thundered from the heavens, and the Most High sent forth his voice. And he sent out arrows and scattered them, lightning and confused them. And the channels of the sea were seen, the foundations of the world were uncovered at the rebuke of Yah, at the blast of the breath of his nostrils. He sent from above, he took me, he drew me out of many waters, and delivered me from my strong enemy, from those hating me, for they were stronger than I. They confronted me in the day of my calamity, but Yah was my support. He brought me out into a large place. He delivered me, for he delighted in me. Yah rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands he repaid me. For I have guarded the ways of Yah, and I have not acted wrongly against my Elohim. For all his right rulings are before me. As his laws, I do not turn from them. And I am perfect before him, and I guard myself from my crookedness. And Yah repays me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanness before his eyes. With the loving committed ones, you show yourself lovingly committed. With the perfect one, you show yourself perfect. With the clean, you show yourself clean, and with the crooked, you show yourself twisted. For you save the humble people, but your eyes are on the haughty to bring them low. For you are my lamp, O Yah, and Yah makes my darkness light. For with you I run against a band, with my Elohim I leap over a wall. The El, his way is perfect, the word of Yah is proven. He's a shield to all who take refuge in him. For who is El beside Yah, and who is a rock besides our Elohim? El is a mighty stronghold, and he makes my way perfect. Make my feet like the feet of deer, and sets me on my high places. Teaching my hands for battle, so that my arms bend a bow of bronze. And you give me the shield of your deliverance, and your lowliness makes me great. You enlarge my step under me, so that my feet shall not slip. I pursue my enemies and destroy them, and I do not turn back till they are destroyed. And I destroy them and crush them, so that they do not rise and fall under my feet. And you gird me with strength for battle. You cause my adversaries to bow under me. You make my enemies turn their backs. Those hating me, I cut them off. They look, but there is no Savior. And to Yah, but he shall not answer them. And I beat them as dust of the earth. I beat them small as dirt in the streets. I spread them out. And you deliver me from the strivings of my people. You safeguard me as the head of nations. A people I have not known serve me. The sons of the foreigner submit to me. As soon as they hear, they obey my voice. They obey me. Sons of the foreigner fade away and gird themselves from their strongholds. Yah lives, and blessed is my rock, and exalted is my Elohim, the rock of my deliverance. El who avenges me and brings people down under me, and bringing me out from my enemies. You raise me up above those rising against me. You deliver me from a man of violence. Therefore I give thanks to you, O Yah, among nations, and I sing praise to your name. A tower of deliverance is he to his sovereign, and showing loving commitment to his anointed, to David and his seed forever. 2 Samuel 23. And these are the last words of David, the saying of David, son of Yeshaiah, the saying of the man raised above, the anointed of the Elohim of Jacob, and the sweet singer of Israel. The Spirit of Yah has spoken through me, and his word is on my tongue. The Elohim of Israel said, the rock of Israel spoke to me. One who rules over man righteously, who rules in the fear of Elohim, is like the light of the morning when the sun rises, a morning without clouds, tender grass from the earth, from sunshine, from rain. For is not my house so with El? For he has made an everlasting covenant with me, ordered in all manners and guarded. For all my deliverance and all desire, shall he not make it send forth a branch? But the worthless are as thorns thrust away, for they are not taken with hands. But the man who touches them uses iron or the shaft of a spear, and with fire they are burned up in their place. These are the enemies of the mighty men whom David had. Yosheb Bashebeth, the Tachimonite, chief among the officers. He was Adino the Itznite, for 800 slain at one time. And after him was Eleazar, son of Dodo, the Ahoite, one of the 3 mighty men with David when they taunted the Philistines, who were gathered there for battle. And the men of Israel had gone up. He arose and struck the Philistines until his hand was weary, but his hand clung to the sword. So Yah brought about great deliverance that day, and the people returned after him only to plunder. And after him was Shammah, son of Agi the Hararite. And the Philistines had gathered into a company there, where there was a plot of ground covered with lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he took his stand in the middle of the field and delivered it, and struck the Philistines. And Yah wrought a great deliverance. And 3 of the 30 men went down at harvest time, and came to David at the cave of Adullam, while the army of Philistines encamped in the valley of Rephaim. And David was in the stronghold, while a watchpost of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, "Oh, that someone would give me a drink of water from the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate." And the 3 mighty men broke through the camp of the Philistines, and drew water from the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. But he would not drink it, but poured it out to Yah. And he said, "Far be it from me, O Yah, to do this. The blood of my man who went at the risk of their lives, so he would not drink it. This is what the 3 mighty men did. And Abishai, brother of Joab, son of Tisruiah, was chief of another 3. And he lifted his spear against 300 men whom he slew, and had a great name among these 3. Was he not the most esteemed of 3? And he became their commander, but he did not come to the first 3. And Beni-Yahu was son of Jehoiada, son of a brave man from Kabzeel, great in deeds. He struck 2 lion-like men of Moab, and he went down and struck a lion in the midst of a pit on a snowy day. And he struck a Mitzrayim, an impressive man, and the Mitzrayim had a spear in his hand. So he went down to him with a staff, wrestled the spear out of the Mitzrayim's hand, and killed him with his own spear. This is what Beni-Yahu, son of Jehoiada, did, and had a name among 3 mighty men. He was more esteemed than the 30, but he did not come to the first 3. And David set him over his guard. And Asael, brother of Joab, was one of the 30. Elhanan, son of Dodo of Bethlehem. Shema the Harodite, Elka the Harodite, Haletz the Palatite, Ira son of Kish the Tekoite, Abiezer the Anathothite, Mebunai the Hushathite, Salmon the Ahohite, Maharari the Netophite, Haleb son of Baana, not banana, the Netophathite, Attai son of Ribai, from Geba of the children of Benjamin, Beni-Yahu, the Parathonite, Hiddai, from the wadis of Kishon, Gaash, Abi al-Bon, the Arbathite, Asmawaeth, the Barhumite, Eliahaba, the Shaalbonite, of the sons of Yashin, Jonathan, Shema, the Harathite, Ayam, son of Sha'arar, the Hararite, Eliphelet, son of Ashbai, son of the Maakathite, Eliam, son of Athophel, the Gilonite, Hetzrai, the Carmelite, Paarai, the Archite, Egal, son of Nathan of Tishboa, Bani the Gerite, Tzilek, the Ammonite, Naharari, the Beeriothite, armor bearer of Joab, son of Tishruiah, Ira the Yithrite, Gareb the Yithrite, and Uriah the Hittite, 37 in all. 2 Samuel 24.